Rick rakes it in $1 million in donations on Wednesday. But if any of these guys want to win it, can they compete with the guy who's swimming in it? Because forget $1 million, Mitt Romney is looking more like the $30 million man. And Roll Call's Shira Toeplitz says, if you want to come in first, you got to have the funds. And even with these impressive gains, Shira, I guess, bottom line, compared to Mitt Romney, the senator does not, right?
Right. Look, $1 million is a really great haul for 24 hours. There's no denying that, and it's probably the best day of Rick Santorum's political career in terms of fundraising. There's no doubt about that. But let's look at the long term. In Iowa, you could get away with less money because it's an organization-based state. You could get volunteers to the polls. He had a lot of homeschoolers and conservatives behind him. New Hampshire and South Carolina are completely different games. It's like comparing baseball to football here. These are primaries. You need a lot of money to get ads on the airways to really break through the clutter. So if you've got momentum, that's great. But I remember Governor Mike Huckabee saying it really doesn't help you marshal up the forces when you need them very quickly, right? But would it be different for Santorum, given the fact that through much of February, there's really nothing going on in this race? It picks up again in March. In other words, you've got time to sort of retarget with the money some new forces. I think candidates right now are probably doing some fundraising. I think Rick Santorum especially should be, at least he should be, I don't know if he's doing it, capitalizing, calling big donors who probably wouldn't have the time of day for him a week ago. He's probably calling those people now. But I think you're right. The way this primary schedule, this calendar is built, we have all these primaries leading up basically till the end of the month. Then we have this pretty big break in February. And then we're back again in March with Super Tuesday. So that leaves this incredible month-long window for whoever is left standing at the end of January, whether it's Santorum, Romney, Perry, whoever's left, to go out and start fundraising all over again. And it's money they're going to need, and here's why. It's the longest primary calendar we've ever dealt with in terms of Republican Party primary, okay? This could be a really long delegate fight that could lead until April or May or even June. So they're going to need that money. They'll need February. They'll be out on the road. They'll be fundraising.
I'm sorry, Shira. Then real quickly then, is it your sense that Mitt Romney, by winning Iowa, even by 8 votes, whatever it was, took the sort of the wind out of the sails of those trying to look for an alternative to him? Because if he got blown out there, if he didn't even place in the top 3, would there be more interest on the part of big money backers to give money to other guys, right?
Yeah, I do think if Mitt Romney came in second or third, donors, these typical Republican donors, would be looking elsewhere, probably taking a second look at Rick Perry or other candidates in the race, Newt Gingrich again. But he did come in first, but it wasn't overwhelming first, as you pointed out. It was only 8 votes. That's basically a tie at this point. And many people consider him the front runner in the race, even though he wasn't the front runner in Iowa for the past 3 months. He is the front runner still in this race. So I think it's a little bit of each. I don't think there's a clear answer on that.
All right, Shira, thank you. Very good seeing you.
Thanks for having me.